everyone, 31's VA here, also known as the creator of the show, Battle for Fashion. Today I am here to introduce you to the characters. This is only part 1, there will be part 2. So, let's get started. In the beta version of the show, for some reason, Saturn was red, and I don't know why. I'm not too sure why I did that, but that's just something I did. If I can I'll insert a photo here, if I can find where that is. But if I'm being completely honest, Saturn was my favorite to create. Saturn may not be the best. Saturn's like a Snowball type character. It's like a mix of Snowball and Knife. They're very grumpy, and can be a little mean, but they're just blunt and sarcastic. They're just stating their opinion, and I like that. They're one of my favorite contestants. I'm not being biased or anything, because Saturn was the third character I made in the show, and one of my more well-written characters. Saturn has definitely come a long way with different developments that we have currently for Saturn, which you'll see in the full release of the show. And I know I said we'd have the episode out by now, but I had to rewrite the script because it was way too long. Some characters it was way too short, and some characters didn't have any lines. So I had to go back in and fix that. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about Saturn. So I will speed up this video. Okay, next up is Top Hat. Now, Top Hat, they're more of a quiet type character. They mostly stick around Paper and Saturn a lot more because they're kind of a little circle of friends. And they're a very kind and caring character. They look after people very well because they are worried constantly, especially about journal sanity, which we'll get into that in a minute, or a few minutes. But, yeah, they are a very, loving character, and, yeah, she's definitely a lesbian. Her and Paper have a little bit of chemistry, so we're just gonna point that out. They are a canon ship. They are canonly together. It's adorable. I know. The VAs are actually together too, so that makes it even better. And yeah, Top Hat's a great character. Their design is so simple, and I feel bad for that. But what else am I supposed to do with a Top Hat? What am I supposed to do with that? And yeah, Top Hat was one of the second character I made for the show. That wasn't 31. First one being Paper, which we'll actually see her here in a moment. But yeah, we love Top Hat. Top Hat's a great character, and I feel like they will definitely have more of a character development throughout in the show, as well as Saturn. And it just I don't know, I feel like they deserve a better design. I feel like they need more of a design. And cause I feel bad because I mean, look at the drawing I made here. It's very simple, but I mean, maybe it is. I mean, I could probably add maybe like a bow on them or something. I don't know. But you'll see in the first episode what I actually do to all the characters to represent the teams, which you'll find out. I'm not going to say anything because that'll be spoiling the episode, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. But yeah, that's really all for Top Hat 2, so I'm going to speed up the rest of this video. Okay, that really didn't need to speed up. But anyways, next is Paper, like I was talking about. So, Paper, first contestant I ever made, and let me just say, I love them. I love their personality. They are a goofy, like, they're very forgettable. Okay, not forgettable, but like they forget things very easily, and you'll see that in the first episode. She's great. We love her. She's goofy. She doesn't have any worries, is what I'm trying to say here. She doesn't really worry that much. Like, she's more of like a worry-free type, cheery, happy character. And I love that for her because she's great. And yeah. We love her. She's great. She actually, was the first character I made for BFF. But like I'm going to mention here in a moment, she wasn't actually the first character I made for this object show. See how I said object show there? But yeah, she's great. We love her. I don't have much to say. I'm kind of just stalling here. So, yeah, speed up. Alright, this is the last contestant character I'm talking about today, and this is Journal. Journal, they're a very, like, they're based off of Danger Sign from Animatic Battle, constantly worrying about something going wrong, and there's a reason for that, because Journal is the only one that knows what 31 did. And I'm not going to say anything because that will be spoilers. But Journal's the only one that knows what 31 did. And is worried that she'll do it again. And so Journal is trying to constantly warn the others. But yet the others just think they're insane. And that's kind of what they are. They're kind of insane, but they're telling the truth at the same time. And as I mentioned before, they were actually the first character I made for 31's old show that was actually supposed to be Battle for Fashion. Battle for 31's Knowledge. They were the co-host, and they actually were named Book. But then I changed it to Journal, and then I decided that I didn't like that, and so they became a contestant in this show. And then I decided on Fashion because 31... She seems like the fashionista type person. She is. But she felt like that, like, when I decided... my bad. When I decided to change up the show, I was like, you know what? She'd be a really cool fashionista. And yeah, here she is now. Journal, of course, was her original assistant. That it's not, so, I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer, but, like, the flashes on the screen that I hid in there, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I hid, like, flashes and stuff in there. That was Journal. Journal was talking there, but nobody could hear them, sorry. Misgendering my own character, really, 31. But anyways... Yeah, and Journal's a very special character. They hold a special place in my heart because they started this whole journey. And yeah, I love them so much. The VA is perfect. They're great. All the VAs are perfect. I love working with them. And yeah, that's it for Journal. All right, now we are on to the co-host of the show, Kane. Kane, let me just say, he's had some crazy character designs. I'm really happy with his final one, but I'm gonna insert a photo here of his original design and his beta design. Kane just looks really goofy in those designs, and I'm happy with his new final design. It looks a lot better for him, and it feels more like him to me. I really love his design, and I'm thankful I went with this design and not his original or beta designs, because his beta designs were interesting, to say the least. Oh, Jesus Christ. But anyways, they were interesting, to say the least, as you saw there. I don't know what I was doing when I made that design, but all I know is that I was not okay. Kane is a very caring and supportive friend to 31. Unknowing of what she did, he stays by her side, and he really does enjoy being with her. They're not dating, I swear. I don't mean it like that. But anyway, they're a great pairing. Personally, I love them. I feel like they would be goofy together and be very autistic together. And they would sit down and enjoy tea. I don't know. But yeah, Kane is wonderful. We love Kane. He's great. And yeah, that's really all I really have to say for him. I don't know why I don't have much more to say. But yeah. Last and not least for today is 31. You will notice that the little PNG I have in the corner is the same drawing I'm drawing here in the video. That is because it is the same, because I was too lazy to make another PNG for this video. And yeah, 31. Oh jeez, she's like, she came from a wild way. She originally didn't have any accessories at all, no arms, and she was bare as hell. It was scary. I am kind of glad that I updated her design. I love her cape. It just is adorable. We all love 31's cape, guys. Yeah. 31, she's great. We love her. She's an animatic battle. She was originally an animatic battle OC until I, added her to my show. And she's kind of complicated. She's mysterious. She's a god. She has a son. He's great. We love him, which you'll see him in the next video, of course. You'll see probably the rest of the characters in the next video, because this took me a while to do. 31's was the longest recording I have. For some reason, her design is just more complex than the others. She's actually very well written. I'm very proud of how I wrote her, and I'm very proud of her. She's probably my favorite OC I've ever had for the OSC, because she's just so, she's just so different, and I love her. But, I'm not trying to be like, oh, she's so different and quirky, blah, blah, blah. No. I'm not trying any of that. I'm not gonna pull that. But yeah, she's different in design-wise of other Eldralians because I love to stylize my characters. And it's great. But that is surprisingly all I have to say for her. And I'm actually kind of tired. So if I need to like say anything more, I'll probably add more onto the next video. I'll probably just replay the same clip and then like add more onto what I said. But yeah, if you have any questions that you would like me to answer in the next video about a certain character that you're curious about, let me know down in the comments. And I hope you have a good day or night. And I will hopefully see you guys soon.